Hello there traders and welcome to this short video series by 10 Academy. Now these are short video tutorials and we've got various topic that comes with it and it's planned on every Monday. So every Monday at 12:30 Cyprus time, we'll be actually having this short session, video tutorials, and the title would be Ingredients to Successful Trading or Ingredients to Becoming a Successful Trader. Now, we've got various subtopics within this big topic of ingredients to be or become a successful trader. And in today's topic, today is the 17th of October, 2022. And what I would like to touch upon for traders is, especially for beginners or any level at all, is to welcome traders to the 10 Academy's dashboard. Now, this is a very essential tool. There are essential tools within the dashboard. Now, the dashboard in itself is your main ingredient to success when it comes to analyzing the markets, researching the market, and we've got various tools that I would like to introduce you to, and we'll just start off with the 10 Academy's dashboard. Now, as you can see, we have got courses, ebooks, webinars, and more. Most importantly are the tools in regards to analyzing, researching the market, especially trends, both fundamentally and also technically. We have got all these tools that would be great tools for you to actually start off with once you are ready to actually analyze and research the market. What that means is that before we get it onto the charts, drawing out these wonderful trend lines, also applying technical indicators before reaching into your platform, it's probably best for us to have a scout through onto the market and to understand the sentiments, the trends, and these are the tools that could actually help you picking the right pair for the day to actually trade. And we can then use correlation tables and expand your search onto other pairs as well. But we need to start off with sentiments of the market, whether it's a risk on, whether it's a risk off, and I'll explain all that in our next videos to come on what risk on and risk off are, what is a trend, and various other subtopics that would actually come under this very big topic of ingredients to becoming a successful trader. Okay, so let's start off with what are the major tools that we could actually be using on a daily basis before we actually reach out onto your chart or actually log into your trading platform, your 10 trades trading platform. Now, what is really important here is with the 10 Academy, 10 Academy's dashboard, we have got the heat maps, market data. We've also got technical analysis right here, but the most important two little widgets that are really important are the economic calendar and the Forex heat map. Now, I'll just show you these ones first, because these are the ones that would then encourage you to understand the generic sentiments or the trend of the market. Now, we'll start off with the economic calendar first. Now, the economic calendar is a very important, essential tool which basically gives out a list of economic data releases, also speeches that are really important. Now, we have got a global type economic calendar that covers majority of the country. But what we would like to focus on are currencies that are actually within the category of major pairs. We've got the GBP, the UK basically, we've got the Japanese yen, we have got the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and the Swiss franc as well. We've got 7 major pairs and they revolve around the USD, but all the other major currencies as well. So it's probably best for us not to actually focus on the other countries the exotic ones, like as you have seen here with all the other maps. Best is to focus on US data releases, the pound basically impact from the UK's data releases. Then we've got the Japanese yen. We've also got the major ones in the antipodium currencies are the Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar, followed by the CHF as well. So these are currencies that we should be focusing on. Now, today is the 17th of October, so we've got a list of data releases or even speeches that are due to be released. Some have already been released, so we've got the results right here. So if we were to look at these three categories right here, we have got the actual, forecast, and the prior. So the prior being the historical data that have actually been announced, and then we have got the forecasted one, and then if it has already come out for the date, then you've got it filled in under the actual category. Okay, so let's look at the ones that are highlighted here now. You guys can see that the other ones are already been blurred because they've already, results have already been announced, and we have got upcoming ones, as it says here, at 2 o'clock, that basically is in accordance with GMT +3 or Cyprus time. And we have got, that's coming from one of the other countries, not the major ones. We've got the Brazilian index right here. We have got US data coming out, and what's important is to look at the categories being lit up by these fire-like symbol. These fire-like symbol could actually be either it's high impact in red or in orange, it is medium impact. But if it is just yellow, it would probably be the least impact. So we would probably be best focused on the high and the medium impact news releases. So if we were to go right up here, just check on this one here. So you click on that, so it filters out automatically on the high importance ones, and then there we have it here. So we've got the high important ones and the important ones and the very important ones, okay, not the least important ones. So we have the ones for the US, they're coming out with announcements of BTCs and various other crypto related ones. We click on it here, I think it comes out with some explanation. We've also got what's important is to look at the red ones, because here we had the CPI already announced for Italy, if I'm not mistaken, on this one here. And we've got majority of the medium to high impact news were actually coming out from Italy and Europe in general, but we've got it as CPI, so Consumer Price Index, and this has been high impact news. So here, what we would like to know further is what are the other ones that will actually be coming out categorized as medium important, medium importance, and high impact ones as well. Okay, so do not have high impact ones for the day. We had it announced earlier today, but if we're looking at it just as an example, let's say tomorrow, October the 18th, we have got some red related ones right here for CPI and retail sales for both Australia and China. As you can see, this flag-like symbol right here, and this tells you from where it's coming up from, and the most important thing is how high would it be, medium to high impact. The answer to that is yes, these are medium to high impact ones, and they are the CPIs as well, retail sales figures. And then as we scroll further down, we see that we've got some more coming from the European zone, especially from Germany. There's the ZEW Current Conditions Index, as well as the economic sentiments. So that's where we would be looking at how high of importance would these data be, and this could actually, very or strongly impact the markets as well. All right, and the currencies, the appropriate currencies that relates to where the data are from. Okay, so this is just the economic calendar side of it. Now let's also look at tools. Now we've also got the tools section, right? We also even events like speeches and all that would actually be announced on the economic calendar with the other tools, like especially the heat map, just to look at the trend as well as the interest of traders and investors of where they are actually, going towards to in terms of trading and investing into which type of instruments or currency pairs. So that is what we would like to have the information first from the tools section of the 10 Academy's dashboard before we go onto the 10 Trades trading platform to actually analyze these pairs further. Okay, so there you go. We've got the economic calendar right there covered. Now we'll just proceed to the FX heat map widget, which then will give us the idea of trending pairs. Now, this is where I would like to explain a little bit. It's quite easy or simple to use in terms of the Forex heat map. But what you would need to do is to focus on the currencies on the left, not the one at the top. So if we were to look at all GBP crosses, we'll start off with GBP on the left panel, like here, and then look it across or view it across horizontally. So if horizontally you have got most or majority of these boxes are highlighted in green, the green are actually highlighting to us that it's bullish. So it's bullish against the currencies at the very top. So for example, if GBP is 0.75%, it's more bullish because it's green compared to the euro. So if we're looking at combining the two, then we are looking at more selling pressure would actually occur for the GBP and more buying pressure, I would presume, on the euro. But of course, we have got step-by-step guidance as well throughout our videos on how do you actually conduct a proper trend analysis before we get into technical analysis. Okay, so here, for example, we have got, let's say if we are looking at it horizontally, we've got that in green, we look for the highest number right there, give us a hint that the GBP versus the JPY is most bullish. So GBP is most bullish against the JPY in comparison to the other currencies. Okay, so we will always want to start off currencies on the left, but by looking across horizontally, highlighted in red, for example. So the Chinese yuan is generically highlighted ones, and highlighted ones has got highest number at 1.2, negative 1.2% right here. That points it out to GBP. So in other words, the yuan, Chinese yuan, not the yen, but the Chinese yuan is most bullish against the GBP. So that does also confirm to us that the GBP seem to be trending positively or bullishly compared to all the other currencies that we can actually see here at the very top. Now, we've also got bearishness, I would say, across from USD, especially USD compared to all the other pairs, all the other currencies at the top. It's going across as red boxes. The highlighted ones, as you can see, as well, has got against GBP to be the most bearish as well. So USD is very bearish because it's red compared to the GBP. So there you go, as simple as that. You want to always start off with currencies on the left. Now, once you've started off with currencies on the left, then you want to look across and look at a sort of a uniform color, whether it's most or all in green or all in red. So if it's all in red, that's basically bearishness, and if it is all in green, they have bullishness. But the most important thing as well is to always make no mistake in starting off with the currencies on the left panel, not at the very top. So the left panel right here. So one more time, we go on to euro, for example. Euro is very bearish against GBP. Okay, so more selling pressure. Traders, investors are selling the euro at this moment of time, looking at this heat map. So then we need to do a trend analysis, which will be covered in our next video on trend analysis. How do you do a simple trend analysis once you have picked the right combination of pairs? Once you've combined currencies correctly and get the right pair to actually do a trend analysis on, then you can proceed to the trend analysis. So we'll see you in our next video on trend analysis, the basics or the fundamentals of trend analysis. Thank you very much for joining me on this first video, and we'll see you in our next video on trend analysis. Thank you and bye-bye.